It's good on Rocky Top. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Volunteers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give on the inside. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage. Run the quarterback sneak. Get the first down.
Trying to get to it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Finds a spot in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Back to pass, it's Sanders. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
On second down, looking again to throw. It's caught downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Man, tight ends used to line up on the ball and block or release for a couple different routes. Now, you're putting them out wide. You're putting them like this right here in the slot. You're asking them to run corner routes in man-to-man coverage and go win. The tight end position has evolved big time over the years.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to pass. Pressure coming. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. To the air, it's Iamaleava. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect it.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Colorado.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Sanders. They're trying to get to him. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
This defense doing a great job bringing pressure, multiple looks, different guys, back-to-back plays. Now bringing up a 3rd and long pressure.
defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this point.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
He'll keep it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the inside give. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
4 wideout set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Using his legs to buy some time. Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
And the Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Oh, and he missed it, and we're still tied. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give to the single back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking off.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 6-6.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. He'll keep it on the sneak.
That's a first down for the offense.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. Turns it on at midfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to the right.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go to the ground. And he gets stopped before he gets started. A loss on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's White. He gets a block. Oh, spins away. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. A A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it at the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To the air, it's Sanders. This time he's got it. Got room at the 35. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone and understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man enough for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. The official says no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava getting some heat. Complete downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. How in the world did he miss that? They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team out there getting set. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. But we're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And back to the air on second down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Snacks it down the right side. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration. So my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
Toss sweep right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown ball.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
They'll line up to go for two. He'll do it himself. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Horn. At the 45 on his way. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Looks as if they'll go for two with the subtlety of a sledgehammer with all these big guys. Now the play fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
That keeps the score. Tennessee 25, Colorado 12.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense...
Lets it fly. He holds it in, and nobody's close. There he goes to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteer! Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
Why not double the try total and go for two? They'll run play action. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack forks the two-point try. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Feeling some heat. Hauls it in. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Trying to find his man on first down. Forced out of the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your second sack. It's only the third quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Buying some time, trying to make magic on the scramble. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And that's why it's important offensively. They're going to have to do a better job running the ball and getting positive yards early in the drive. You can't be in third and long living in those situations against this defense because they like to play dime personnel. And with those faster guys, they're going to blitz, and they're going to match speed with speed. It's a nice way to combat the mobile ability this quarterback has. Now setting up fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Still running at the 40. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They'll give it to the back. At midfield, he's got room. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Sampson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Volunteers have moved it inside the 20. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the pummeling has started.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And this one is good, and it's been anything but easy for him. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll call for the fair catch here. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Pocket starts to collapse. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Open runway ahead. Touchdown ball! And the stomping has commenced.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders, and am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. He unleashes a long one. Ball in the air, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 44, Colorado 12.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking for room. It's Sampson. Discards a man. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, the extra point has been anything but routine, but he knocks that one through. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that. All kinds of running room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Colorado. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
They're getting aggressive here and going for 2. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. The 50. The 30. The 20. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
From the gun, the ground game. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the punishment has been extended.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The 18 unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. The offense lining up for a first down play. Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
And it's picked off for the third time today. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback and making the play.
At the 40, there he goes. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Colorado.
And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, Dave. The Jimmies and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets into the 45. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Got him downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. dances away. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. They want to throw it. Coming after him. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. From the gun. Zings it complete to the right. He's got the 2-point conversion, but that deficit is still huge. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half-minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA